Throughout history, inventions like the light bulb and the internet have revolutionized our daily lives.
Heart disease is nothing more than a form of PRI that can be prevented and treated. Many inventions of the past never reached their potential because they were either considered too dangerous or posed a threat to certain companies' profits. As one inventor remarked, "If my electric current kills, then I deserve to be its victim myself." History shows us a world of innovation stifled by financial interests and fear of change. For example, an engine powered by water was developed, but adjustments to the burn rate of hydrogen to coal were necessary, and these adaptations often faced resistance. The suppression of such groundbreaking technologies reflects a broader trend of silencing their creators, preventing humanity from fully embracing revolutionary advancements. One such invention was the Williams X-Jet, a lightweight, single-person aircraft developed by Williams International. This remarkable craft, nicknamed the Flying Pulpit, could hover, rotate, and travel at speeds of up to 60 miles per hour for 45 minutes. It relied on a modified turbofan engine and was controlled by the operator leaning in the desired direction. However, despite its impressive capabilities, the X-Jet was deemed less effective than helicopters or small unmanned aircraft, leading to the program's cancellation. Another fascinating story involves Dr. T. Henry Moray's radiant energy device, an invention that extracted energy from the oscillations of empty space. In the early 1900s, Moray built a device capable of generating 50,000 watts of electricity for hours. However, he struggled to secure funding to develop it into a power station. Political interference further complicated his efforts, as he was pressured to share his technology with the Soviet Union. A Soviet operative infiltrated his laboratory and gained his trust, leading to significant leaks of information about the device. This incident underscores the challenges inventors faced in protecting and advancing their work amidst geopolitical tensions. In 1941, Henry Ford unveiled a car made almost entirely from hemp, a testament to sustainable innovation. The lightweight, sturdy car ran on hemp ethanol, a renewable fuel source. Despite its efficiency and environmental benefits, hemp ethanol was never widely adopted due to opposition from the oil industry and government restrictions, which favored traditional fuel sources. This stifling of a promising alternative fuel highlights the economic and political forces that shape technological adoption. Another visionary, Victor Schauberger, devoted his life to understanding water's complexities. His research into vortex water revitalization revealed groundbreaking insights into water's structure and its interactions with the environment. Schauberger's work continues to inspire efforts to conserve water and better understand its critical role in life, a legacy of innovation and dedication that resonates with environmentalists and scientists worldwide. The enigmatic Coral Castle in Florida is another testament to human ingenuity. Built single-handedly by Edward Leedskalnin, the structure comprises massive limestone blocks shaped into intricate designs. Legends claim Leedskalnin used reverse magnetism or supernatural abilities to construct the site, creating a lasting mystery that draws visitors to this day. Through these stories, we see a recurring pattern: groundbreaking innovations met with resistance, skepticism, or suppression. The reasons vary, from political interference and economic barriers to sheer disbelief. Yet, the enduring legacies of these inventors remind us of the boundless possibilities of human creativity and the importance of fostering an environment where innovation can thrive. Technology hidden in nature. Viktor Stepanovich Goff was a self-proclaimed Russian scientist, biologist, entomologist, and paranormal researcher most known for claiming to have constructed a levitation platform powered by dead insect body parts attached to the underside. Goff wrote extensive accounts of his flights over the Russian countryside using his levitation apparatus. These flying experiments, as well as his purported sightings of other paranormal phenomena typically involving insect nests or parts, were documented in his self-published book My World. The Cloudbuster was a gadget invented by Austrian psychotherapist Wilhelm Reich, who claimed it could cause rain by controlling orgone energy in the atmosphere. The Cloudbuster was designed to function similarly to a lightning rod, concentrating energy on a spot in the sky and grounding it in a substance thought to absorb orgone, such as a body of water. This process, Reich believed, would remove orgone energy from the atmosphere, resulting in cloud formation and rain. Reich conducted numerous trials, referring to his findings as cosmic orgone engineering. However, there have been no confirmed cases of a cloudbuster successfully creating significant weather changes, and orgone therapy has always been perceived as pseudoscience. The General Motors EV1, often known as the GM EV1, was a battery electric vehicle manufactured by the American automaker General Motors from 1996 until its discontinuation in 1999. Representing the first mass-produced and purpose-built battery electric vehicle, The EV1 stemmed from the 1990 California Air Resources Board mandate requiring automakers to produce zero-emission vehicles to retain access to the California market. General Motors began leasing the EV1 to customers in California, Arizona, and Georgia in 1996, expanding to other states the following year. Despite positive feedback and several prototype variations introduced in 1998, General Motors deemed electric vehicles an unproductive niche and ended the EV1 program in 2001, crushing most of the cars despite customer protests. Dr. James D. Mould's pioneering effort to develop a cancer-free cigarette, known as Project XA, highlighted the tobacco industry's avarice. Mould collaborated with the A.D. Little Company to invent the palladium cigarette, which used magnesium nitrate and palladium to eliminate cancer-causing chemicals in cigarette smoke. Laboratory tests showed the cigarettes significantly reduced cancer incidences in animals. However, despite initial support, the company withdrew the initiative, fearing lawsuits over its less safe products. As a result, the palladium cigarette never reached production. For over 3 decades, Lester Hendershot worked on an over-unity device called the Hendershot generator, designed to tap into magnetic force fields. Despite being the only one able to trigger it, Hendershot's device was demonstrated multiple times between 1928 and 1960, gaining validation from witnesses, including Charles Lindbergh. Though the generator met assessment standards, political challenges and failed business expansions ultimately led to Hendershot fading into obscurity. Nikola Tesla, regarded as one of America's greatest electrical engineers by 1900, embarked on his most ambitious project, the Wardenclyffe Transmission Tower. Built between 1901 and 1905, this facility aimed to create a global wireless communication system using Earth as a conductor. Tesla envisioned the system transmitting music, news, stock reports, secure military communications, and even images wirelessly, a concept comparable to today's Internet. However, financial difficulties and the impatience of his sponsors led to the project's abandonment. The tower was dismantled in 1917, leaving behind only a memorial to Tesla's groundbreaking vision for wireless energy transmission. Stanley Allen Meyer claimed to have invented a perpetual motion machine using a water fuel cell that would enable cars to run on water instead of gasoline. Though his device was non-functional, Meyer's water-powered car generated considerable interest as an innovative energy solution. However, the lack of scientific validation ultimately dismissed his claims as impractical. Myers's claims regarding his water fuel cell and the car it powered were deemed fraudulent by an Ohio court in 1996. Stanley Meyer died unexpectedly on March 20, 1998, while dining in a restaurant. Meyer's brother reported that Meyer abruptly left during a meeting with 2 Belgian investors, stating they had poisoned him. Following an investigation, Grove City Police concurred with the Franklin County coroner's report that Meyer died of a brain aneurysm due to high blood pressure. Despite this, some Meyer fans believe he was slain to prevent the spread of his ideas. Philippe Van Morel, one of the Belgian investors, indicated that he had been financially supporting Meyer for several years and regarded him as a personal friend, expressing confusion about where the poisoning rumors originated. The tragic story of Royal Raymond Rife and his purported cancer cure follows a similar arc of controversy. Rife was an American inventor and pioneer of high-magnification time-lapse cinematography. He is best known for his microscopes, which he claimed could examine live microorganisms at magnifications previously thought unattainable, and his oscillating beam ray innovation, which he asserted could treat various maladies by devitalizing disease organisms with radio waves. While Rife collaborated with scientists, doctors, and inventors of his time, and his findings were published in notable outlets like the Smithsonian Institute Annual Report of 1944, mainstream science later rejected his claims. The American Medical Association and the American Cancer Society dismissed his theories, and his innovations remain unsupported by scientific research. Despite this, Rife's proponents continue to assert that electromagnetic frequency shocks can destroy malignant cells, though such devices are uncertified by health authorities, with multiple promoters being convicted of health fraud. Thomas Townsend Brown was another inventor whose work sparked intrigue and skepticism. Brown believed he had developed a form of anti-gravity induced by high electric fields, based on his research into unusual electrical phenomena. However, what Brown observed is commonly attributed to electrohydrodynamics, the movement of charged particles transferring momentum to surrounding neutral particles in the air, often known as ionic drift or ionic wind. Brown dedicated much of his life to creating gadgets based on his concepts and promoting their use in business and the military. The phenomenon he studied became known as the Biefeld-Brown effect and electrogravitics, inspiring amateur experimenters to build ionic propulsion lifters operated by high voltage. The idea of anti-gravity remains popular among UFO enthusiasts, spawning numerous conspiracy theories despite scientific skepticism. Harry Hoxsey's controversial cancer treatment, known as Hoxsey therapy, also stirs debate. This alternative medical approach claims to cure cancer using an herbal paste for external cancers, an herbal mixture for internal cancers, laxatives, douches, vitamin supplements, and dietary changes. However, major medical agencies like the United States Food and Drug Administration, FDA, and the National Cancer Institute have found no evidence supporting the efficacy of Hoxsey therapy. In 1960, the FDA banned the sale and marketing of the method in the United States, labeling it quackery. Despite this, the therapy continues to be marketed, particularly by the Biomed Center in Tijuana, Mexico, and online. In 2008, the FDA's National Health Fraud Coordinator reiterated that there is no scientific basis for the claims made about the treatment, which remains a contentious topic. The Phoebus cartel's role in planned obsolescence exemplifies corporate manipulation. Between 1925 and 1939, this international cartel monopolized the production and distribution of incandescent light bulbs across Europe and North America, reducing bulb lifespans to maximize profits. Founded in Geneva as Phoebus plc, the cartel initially aimed to operate for 30 years but ceased in 1939 due to World War II. Even after its dissolution, light bulbs adhered to the cartel's 1,000-hour lifespan standard. In 1949, the U.S. District Court for the District of New Jersey found General Electric guilty of violating the Sherman Antitrust Act due to its involvement in the cartel. The court acknowledged that General Electric's dominant position allowed it to dictate bulb lifespans, prioritizing profit over consumer benefit. Linus Carl Pauling's advocacy of vitamin C therapy highlights the tension between scientific innovation and mainstream acceptance. A renowned chemist and pioneer in quantum chemistry and molecular biology, Pauling's contributions include the concept of orbital hybridization and the first precise scale of elemental electronegativities. In his later years, he championed orthomolecular medicine and megavitamin therapy, particularly with ascorbic acid, vitamin C. Despite his stature, Pauling's claims about the medical benefits of large vitamin doses failed to gain widespread recognition within the scientific community, leaving his nutritional theories largely unaccepted. Finally, the cold fusion controversy and the tragic murder of Eugene Malov underscore the challenges faced by alternative energy researchers. Malov, an American physicist, science writer, and editor of Infinite Energy magazine, was a proponent of cold fusion and other experimental energy technologies often labeled as fringe science. His advocacy brought attention to these fields, but his work also faced significant resistance from the scientific establishment. Malov's untimely death remains a poignant reminder of the struggles and controversies surrounding unconventional scientific pursuits. Malov wrote the book Fire from Ice, which details Stanley Pond's and Martin Fleischmann's 1989 report on tabletop cold fusion at the University of Utah. Among other things, the book claims that the team produced greater than unity output energy in an experiment that was successfully replicated several times. However, the results were allegedly suppressed through an organized campaign of ridicule from mainstream physicists, including those studying controlled thermonuclear fusion, to protect their own research and funding. Malov tragically died in 2004 while clearing out his childhood home, which had been rented. 3 people were arrested in connection with the incident. 2 were convicted of first-degree manslaughter and murder, while the third pleaded guilty to obstruction of justice. Paul Pantone created the well-known Global Environmental Energy Technology, GEET. According to many, he was unjustly subjected to a series of bizarre legal maneuvers by powerful and corrupt conspirators, leading to his confinement in a state mental hospital in Provo, Utah. Pantone was declared inept for claiming that his system could fuel a car primarily with water and for his inability to get along with Utah code-compliant attorneys, who allegedly betrayed him. Despite this, roughly 200 GEET devices in the United States are reportedly running primarily on water. In May 2009, a Utah judge released Paul Pantone from his detention. Since then, he has been accessible to assist researchers in improving GEET applications. Pantone has made over 80 discoveries and is currently working to duplicate them for the benefit of the global scientific community. His innovations span topics from GEET to medical and natural issues, and he continues to seek collaborators to market hundreds of other inventions. Rudolf Diesel created numerous heat engines, including a solar-powered air engine. In 1892, he was granted a development patent for his diesel engine. Diesel's first model, a single 10-ton iron cylinder with a flywheel at its base, powered itself for the first time on August 10, 1893, in Augsburg, Germany. That same year, he secured a patent for the engine, as well as another for improvements. Diesel spent 2 more years refining his design, and in 1896 he exhibited a model with a theoretical efficiency of 75%, far surpassing the 10% efficiency of steam engines and other early internal combustion engines. By 1898, Diesel was granted U.S. Patent 6884 for his internal combustion engine. Following his death, diesel engines became widely used in automobiles, trucks, ships, trains, and other vehicles. Modern diesel engines remain refined and enhanced versions of Diesel's initial invention. It is evident that some of these groundbreaking inventions faced significant resistance, allegedly from greedy industrialists seeking to protect their own interests. What is your perspective on these claims? That's it for now. If you enjoyed this, please give it a like and share your thoughts in the comments. Check out our other content and subscribe to be part of the fun. Don't forget to click on the notification icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.